everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I just wanted to jump on here doing a bit of more of another spontaneous live here because I just realized something or just, happened to come across something that I think is very odd and I'm wondering about it. Like, what is going on here? And it's about the black and white coloring pattern. Now, we know right from the beginning when Harry married Meghan, their first like Christmas card they did with their backs to the camera was black and white, and all the pictures that Meghan would post on
Very
her
odd.
Instagram, wondering about it. Was black and white. Hi Gina, how are you? Now today I just saw something. I found this so bizarre. You're looking at it. I did a video not long ago. Hi Rebecca, how are you? About One Young Leader, right? So the One Young Leader conference occurred just before the Queen passed. And thankfully, I did, if I can find it, I'm trying to pull it up here. I did a video showing the the original look of this. So if you go back to my video from September 5th, 2022, here's how the website looked like then, just before it started. So you see everything's in color, right? And I found it interesting. Meghan's was there as a speaker, and apparently she paid to do that. I assume you have to pay. As Lady C described this is a political, like a communist type of organization. It's completely political. Everyone who goes there, they pay $3,000 plus whatever expenses. So it's for the wealthy. It's to become a young leader. It's people who are wealthy who want to make connections to become like Trudeau and Macron and just get placed into positions of power and push the globalist agenda is the bottom line of it. So that's all this is. But they make it look like it's some wonderful. I mean, look at this. Oops, I don't know how that got there. Okay. So see all this, all in color, right? The entire website, right? Well, wait till you see what happens next. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness I documented this. Look at this. Okay, so we have that. Now look at what the website looks like today. Everything is in black and white. They went back and made the entire website black and white. Is that not, I mean, every single picture. I mean, you're looking at it here. Go back to that picture there. Right here. Okay, so this picture, for example, here's a screenshot I took September 5th, and here's it now. They went back and made the entire website black and white. I mean, you know how much work this takes? I mean, I don't know if you built websites. I mean, I build websites. I'm a web developer. I build websites. I mean, not huge ones, but enough to know this is a hell of a lot of work. You go back and make every picture, every page black and white. Is that not bizarre? Is it just me that finds this? And here's the global, see with the Trudeau picture there flipping around. I mean, is it just me that finds this incredibly bizarre and spooky and kind of weird? And in combination to this, so here's the original here with the picture flipping around with Trudeau and everything. So here's the original picture of just a few weeks ago, right? And there it is now. They made every single picture. I just find that the whole website is black and white now. And now combine this with the fact that Meghan has been obsessed with black and white. I pointed out with her recent cut interview, every outfit she's wearing is black and white. Black and white, black and white. Everything's black and white. What the hell? Black and white dress. What the hell is going on here with this World Economic Forum weirdness and their obsession with black and white? We all know Meghan is also obsessed with all her pictures, and many have noticed this over the years, always posting black and white pictures. What the hell? Right? What is there? So that's what I want to look at today. I'm just going to do a quick reading. I find this very bizarre. I find this very weird. I find that, this whole thing, is communist thing. It seems to be some kind of message, obviously. Is it the racist message? Because obviously they're pushing racism to push their New World Order communist agenda. They're trying to get the young people to be fighting injustice wherever they see it. In other words, they're trying to incite racial division and violence with BLM and Antifa. I mean, this is all part of the New World Order, World Economic Forum agenda that Meghan and Harry and others are a part of. Um, but to go so far as to go back and update an entire website for your, little meeting there, to make it all black and white, just it strikes me as bizarre and obsessive and just, yeah, satanic or something. Let's find out. Is this satanic? There's something going on here. This is just too weird. It's just too weird. It's too creepy. That's a lot of trouble they're going to turn an entire website black and white. I mean, really, they don't have any other work to do. They have nothing else to do. I'm using the Heaven and Earth, a black and white tarot deck. I have nothing against black and white, but we know with Megan, nothing is innocent. And that bitch is always doing black and white clothes and black and white pictures. Everything with her is black and white. Remember the Christmas cards, always black and white. Let's find out what's going on here. I think there might be some kind of message in this, and I'm wondering what's the deal. Is this some kind of, like, if they've hypnotized or MK Ultra their young people there, is it like black and white might be a trigger for them or something? Like a message? I mean, I don't know. They're so weird and creepy. Who the hell knows? Let's find out what's going on here. Shuffle the cards. I'm going to split the deck. What is going on with this black and white? What is with these people? With their little symbols. Everything's in the symbols, right? With the Freemasons or the Satanists, it's all about the symbology, right? And this looks like a very strong symbol to me. So what's the general, what's the they're doing here? First card I get is 3 of Coins. Obviously, this is symbolic of their work. I think they feel like they're showing I don't know, their expertise or their work. This is definitely part of their work, symbolizing their, and you can see this card as actually Freemasons. I mean, a 3 of Coins could be looked upon as actual Masons. They got their symbology from Masons who build buildings, right? Who build cathedrals. And here we have the 3 of Coins, and they're working in a cathedral. So it's showing their work and who they are. Oh, an 8 of Cups. And turning their back and walking away. So I guess this, they're all very strategic and anal retentive, aren't they? Obsessive. I mean, these criminals are, these are like New World Order, transhumanist, everything computerized, everything monitored, everything strategized, everything, every last, click, every last, the end at the bottom of it all, strength reversed. Being out of control. They're out of control. Or this can be looked upon as, controlling to an obsessive, unhealthy, deranged, mentally ill criminal degree. It's obsessive control to detail, which you can see these people are, because apparently, like Klaus Schwab and his butt boy Harari say, they want to monitor everybody. And they said Bill Gates brags about he has satellites all around the world and he can monitor everyone on Earth. There's this controlling, wanting to control everyone, wanting to know all their thoughts, wanting to know what they're doing, where they are, track and trace, right? Everybody, oh, there's a virus, so everybody's going to get track and trace on their phone, so we know exactly where you are, and we can see exactly who you run into. I mean, this is all control mechanisms, and this is part of it. It's part of their work. This is showing their work. It's like They're so obsessive controlling that whenever they do something, like there's nothing spontaneous, right? Just like with Meghan Markle, there's nothing spontaneous in what she does. It's all very strategized, and she's very controlling with everything she says and does. There's a reason for everything she says and does. It's all very scripted. It's all very mechanical. It's all very following orders, right? And this black and white is a part of it. This whole black and white thing. So this shows an ending of their work, a step in their work. You know, they obviously have their little checklists and their plans. They're always, oh, Agenda 2030, oh, Agenda 2045. You know, by 2075, we want to be carbon neutral and all this other satanic stuff that they're doing. They always have an agenda. It's always planned a certain number of years, which is very communist. This is what communists do. They always have a 10-year plan, right? A 20-year plan. There's always like strategizing way ahead and implementing their evil tactics. And I'm getting here with the Three of Coins and the Eight of Cups that the black and white is showing that this is another notch in their bedpost, in their work, another step on their way to totalitarianism. And when they're done and they're walking away from it, when they've mission accomplished, they've turned their back on it, they're done with it, it's over. They put it in black and white. There seems to be some Freemason, I would say, because these are Masons here in this picture, symbology. So what's the secret message here? Oh my. Wow, Seven of Swords reversed. So the messaging here is one of, not being, I take this reversed as being like secretive. It's a signal. It's a step towards tyranny, like I've said. It's their trickery and deceit here. It's their like it's a secretive message. It's not meant to, I guess, to show they've gotten away with it this time. Like every time they do it, it's like, ha, we got away with this. Ha, we got away with that. Because everything they do is trickery and deceit, right? Their whole agenda is lies on people. And everything they're doing is all a bunch of lies that they're pushing. Everything they do is just pushing lies. And as the guy who made the movie What Is a Woman said, what they're doing is, the way he summed it up, and he's like, they're attacking the truth. They can't stand the word truth. And he discovered that when he was talking to these people who are pushing this transhuman, transhumanist, but also the whole gender dysphoria they're pushing on young people and children, trying to get them to question their gender and all this stuff. They're trying to mess around with the truth. They're trying to make anything true. Oh, if you think and believe you're a mushroom, then you are, so that they're effing around with the truth. Right? In other words, lying, a bunch of lies, spreading lies and misinformation. And then if you contradict them, they accuse you of misinformation. So, I mean, they're messing around with your minds. That's why everyone's just like, what the hell? But this is intentional with the Seven of Swords reversed. They're working towards making everybody crazy and making you question reality. They're grooming children to question reality. Like anything can be true. Yeah. But that's, of course, the farthest thing from the truth. So I get that with the Seven of Swords reversed. I mean, this is like a notch in their bedpost. Like, okay, we accomplished this one next in our plan of totalitarianism. What from the past leads to this? And I get the Queen of Swords here reversed. So it's a very negative, nasty, angry, vicious, vile, again, secretive. This is an attack. It's an attack on our children. It's attack. The Queen could be like domestic affairs, an attack on our educational system, an attack on our families, trying to break up the family unit and all that. It's all part of the communism. So this is, part of their secretive, nasty plan evil plan to destroy the nuclear family and screw up young people's minds, et cetera, et cetera. And this one young leader is about young people, so it's very much screwing up young adults' minds and filling them with this nonsense. So what are they expecting by doing this black and white, two of swords reverse? So, causing divisiveness, right? Because this would be contemplating two sides of an issue and upholding it, being able to see both sides of a perspective, both sides of an issue, and they want to tear that apart. They want everybody fighting and divisive. They want young versus old. So this is part of their divisiveness, and I think okay, black and white. Now we all know that with the I keep forgetting his name, that Australian guy who made the 4 hour, 5 hour long video about the Freemasons. The black and white tiles are part of their satanic thing. It's all about the duality, divisiveness. So this is, of course, the satanic strategy. It's communism, but communism is satanic. So this is why black and white thinking, divisiveness, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'm getting that this black and white is part of the message of their divisiveness, the message of their trying to break apart people's minds. I see this as if you have a sound mind, you can see both sides of an issue and weigh them both and compare them both to make up your mind. But if they break your psychology, if they break your unconscious, I mean, this is also a card about the unconscious. You get the moon and you get the water. So it's breaking down young people's unconscious, trying to get in there, bypass their conscious, and sort of make them irate, make them crazy, angry at the drop of a hat. I mean, who can argue the fact that it seems like all these young people going crazy these days? They're going with their BLM Antifa marches paid by George Soros, and they're all acting crazy, burning down buildings and screaming, hollering, and acting like little neo-Nazis. This is all part of this black and white symbology. It's part of the evil, satanic Freemason agenda to break the psychology of young people in particular. They know they can't break the older people unless they can get something in you to mess around with your mind or kill you. But they're really going for the young minds. The one young leader is going about the young minds. And of course, we see how Meghan Markle, as well as other, World Economic Forum's puppets, are always targeting younger people, right? It's always about the young people. So they're trying to, and that's why Meghan was, pushing Meghan with her princess story. But of course, they, look at her princess story, right? I mean, that's the quintessential story of a little girl who wants to be a princess. And Megan is like polluting it and perverting it and distorting it. And now she's making it about, no, it's not about being a princess. It's about racial divisiveness and racism. So she's taking it and turning it, twisting it into this World Economic Forum, you know, um, idea, that the ideology they're pushing of social activism and racism and BLM. So yeah, so now, and she's got Harry in her pocket somehow and pushing this racial division, and this black and white is all part of that too. And that's why Meghan is always pushing black and white and why she's always wearing black and white. So it is very evil. I'm getting a very evil vibe, and it's one of mental control. I mean, swords and swords and swords. It's about mental. It's strategic, but it's also a mental mess. It's a message to affect young people's minds in particular. So what are they trying to avoid? I mean, but it's all manipulation. The Seven of Swords at the bottom of it tell me that this is they're manipulating them. I mean, it's not outwardly said, it's like understood, it's affecting them unconsciously. So what are they trying to avoid or don't want? Oh, the Fool reversed. All right, the Fool is about a new beginning, an auspicious new beginning. So when the Fool is upright, it's that new positive beginning of a positive frame of mind. And you see how his head has a halo around it. It's like glowing. He's inspired by God. He's inspired by light. He's inspired by a higher power to do something positive and creative. And they want to kill that. They want to kill that life spark that young people have, and we all have, but young people in particular, they're trying to take that. They want to, do whatever to control their minds. As Klaus Schwab and Noah Harari say, they want to be able to put you in the hive mind and connect you to the Internet of Things, where they can monitor your body and your mind and know your thoughts. So this is what I'm seeing here, but it's an abusive, controlling of the minds here. And they're trying to, take down and take away people's ability to think freely. Because if they do succeed in being able to put everybody on the internet of bodies, which you can, research that this is what they're really doing, and they're going to get rid of doctors, and they're going to be able to monitor your body and your heartbeat and from afar, and allegedly be able to diagnose you. I mean, give me a break. Would you want Noah Harari diagnosing you? Well, they're training doctors right now to help with AI to learn how to do medicine. I mean, it's very scary. They want AI to be your doctor of all the frightening things in the world. So they're getting further and further away from nature, from God, and they want everything computerized, including the young people's minds. And this black and white has something to do with that for sure. It's definitely symbolic. It's definitely satanic. It's definitely part of their messaging. It's very angry messaging. It's one of divisiveness and pushing their divisiveness. What are they hoping from this? Oh my goodness, death reversed. Yeah, so death. I mean, the whole new, of course, the flag in death is black and white, and it kind of reminds you of BLM Antifa. And of course, death is about we're surrounded by death. Death numbers are off the charts in all countries around the world, particularly in the West. And what we're seeing, and of course, that's total, not only massive death, but transformation, destruction in order for them to come in. They're using their Hegelian tactic, right? Where they cause chaos and destruction. And then Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum and the globalists come in and say, we'll save you. All you need to do is take these death shots every few months and, and go on our digital currency. So I'm getting that with the death reversed here. They really want to do this whole new society. I know I'm so screwed now with this video, but whatever. I may have to delete this video afterwards. I'll take it down. I'll put it on my website. But yeah, so I'm getting, this total destruction, excess of, with the death reverse, causing excess deaths, secretively doing this. Of course, they're not outwardly saying it's what they're doing, but it is what they're doing. This is part of their black and white killing. And I'm getting what outside influences on them. Oh my, I got the Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. So of course we got aggression, we got attacking in the media, putting on a big show here. The Knight of Wands is like, look at me, and being aggressive about it and fighting and attacking. And so this is the way Meghan Markle is, and this is the way all these people are. This is the way Noah Harari and Klaus Schwab and all of them. They put themselves in videos, and they're in your face, and they're like, we're going to take over. You're going to get a chip under your skin. And this is a Knight of Wands. It's like, they're not asking you. They're not trying to influence you to, oh, come on, you want to do it. It's so much fun. You're going to like it. No. They're telling you it's getting done. And that's that. So this is the kind of Knight of Wands, like using the media, using their messaging. So they're doing this to show off and to be in our faces, and basically pushing their themselves and their messaging. So this black and white is also pushing their messaging in an aggressive way. So what are they going to do next? What's coming up next? Oh, I get 4 of wands here. 4 of wands, it kind of looks like Buckingham Palace or something. It's like a castle there. I do see some kind of, but 4 of wands could be about another huge meeting. Now we do know that the UN, isn't the UN General Assembly going on right now? I think that's probably the next thing. They're going to be doing it again. Maybe the UN does this. I haven't been paying attention to UN pages, but I assume they probably do the black and white thing too, right? I don't know, but I do see some kind of big meeting or celebration here for wands, that they're again going to be doing the black white thing. I also get the pyramid on top. We all know the pyramid with the eye in the middle is a symbolic of them, like it's on the US dollar and everything. So I do see them, and I'm getting more and more doing this and being more and more in our faces with it, and using this in any kind of meetings and conferences and celebrations that they do with their UN agenda. And in the long term, ooh, 8 of Swords reversed. Well, they are, the first thing I think of is them releasing prisoners, right? But again, we got swords, right? Swords releasing um, their, and it kind of looks like an Antifa BLM person there with a hoodie on and everything, like covered, you can't see their face, and releasing them, releasing more of their, criminals and their criminal intentions and plans. Wow, because that, George Soros is behind attacking our justice system with his paid off attorney generals and prosecutors. That they're just releasing murderers now. You murder someone, you go in, they just release you right away with no bail. I mean, this is really going on. They are really being destructive here. And I don't know, this black and white thing seems to be a part of it as well. Again, they'll push their racial justice. They're using it. So the black and white is as obvious as it is about their using race division and lies about slavery and lies about this, that, to push their New World Order communist agenda and tyranny. And this black and white, they are using it to manipulate young minds unconsciously and in the media. And as also there's a satanic element to it. Now this could be releasing the Antichrist, actually. I see them releasing somebody who's bound. This could be a spiritual, Antichrist or demons or something they're releasing. He is red, like a devil or something. So, creating this chaos and division and destruction that they're doing, I think is to release more evil. That's what I see this as. This is releasing more evil. And of course, that's what you're doing when you're releasing murderers and rapists from prison. Uh, this whole exercise, this whole, it's symbolic and it's magical in a negative way, in a satanic way, and they're releasing more and more evil with it. So, but as long as you're conscious of it, the cue is as long as you make people aware of it, because like I said, making things out of control, chaos, right? The devil loves lies and chaos, and that's what they're all about. They're evil, and that's what Meghan and Harry are about, and all the other Klaus Schwab and Noah Harari and all the rest that work with them. The World Economic Forum is all lies and word salad, aka lies. And big tech is also a part of it as well, I gotta say. And it's all swords, 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 swords. Strategic. It's very strategic, very diabolical, very evil, and symbolic, of course. Their symbology gives them away, just like they always say. The symbology gives them away. But as long as you're conscious of it and making more people, particularly young people, conscious of this, that they're doing this, they're manipulating them unconsciously with this as well as consciously, and how evil it actually is. And how they're using this black and white divisiveness to bring in their chaos and destruction and tyranny. As long as people become more aware of it, because they're really going out of their way to do this. They're making a big show of it. They don't even try to hide it. I mean, they went back to that website and changed the whole friggin' thing black and white. I mean, who the hell does that? You know what I mean? That's how diabolical, but that's how important it is to them because it's symbolic. It's the symbolism. It's the magic of it. It's magical. They feel like they get some kind of spiritual power from it, or that their movement gets spiritual power from it. Yeah. Wow. So there's a chip in the Jabberwocky. People come up with the MAC number when they're going around the cemetery. Oh my. Wow. Well, a lot of people are dying. All the actuaries and life insurance companies are telling us that it's off the charts. We have an explosion of deaths in 2020, not in 2020, but 2021 and 2022, and including an increase in fatal car accidents, because a lot of people are having heart attacks and strokes while driving. It's very scary nowadays, very scary. And a lot of people are afraid. And that's part of this evil. These people are so evil. These globalists are so evil. Oh my goodness. And this black and white, look out, because they are just in our faces with it. And they're laughing, they're laughing because they're tricking us. They're tricking so many people who don't notice it. They're doing it right under our noses. All this symbology. And that black and white checkered floor and other things are very much their symbology. So this is definitely a part of it, and they're doing it more and more, and they're getting more and more stable with it, and they're twisting and perverting people's minds with their nonsense and their communist totalitarian agenda. Yeah, it's definitely something really diabolical here. It's very strategic, intentional, nasty, and evil, and it's getting more and more evil. It releases more evil. This is more evil being released from it. They get more and more chaos, destruction, death, and it promotes an environment where their evil comes out more and more and more and multiplies. And that's exactly, end time stuff, peoples, end times. Look out. So creepy AF, the evil. It is very important to them, again, that they do this. They want to control all the young people's minds, everyone's minds, in fact. They don't want you to be aware of it. They don't want you to be aware of their little symbologies and their little lies and their tricks and their nastiness. They're trying to make it seem like they're so empowered and secure in what they're doing, and they want death. This is what they want. This is what they really truly want: excess deaths. Again, it's a depopulation movement. They're eugenics. And Bill Gates, Harry and Meghan, with Jane Goodall and all that, all eugenicists. They want death. Same with King Charles. They all want death, and they're doing it. And maybe this is about King Charles now in charge here with the Four of Wands, you know. See what happens next. So much black and white and death comes out around him. But it's getting more and more evil with time. You got to look out. And Harry and Meghan are very much in the mix with this. Of course, Meghan was there speaking as well as Harry. You know, look out. This is a definite message. It's meant to be unconscious, meant to divide people, particularly young people, to incite young people, to get them angry and crazy and out there with their social justice BS and just murdering people and destroying it. It's exactly what these evil demons want. They're using and abusing and grooming young children and sexualizing them and grooming them, confusing them, and they're attacking truth. They're trying to make a post-truth world where the truth doesn't even exist anymore. That's what they want. That's what they want. That's why Swords and Swords and Swords is affecting thinking and information and communication. And if you don't go along, you're censored and you're deplatformed, right? If you come out with the truth. So that's what this is all about. It's an attack on the truth, attack on the minds, attack on information, censorship, try to force this evil agenda into the minds of young people, manipulation, and showing off that they're getting away with it in every step of the way with these little meetings they have. It's awful. Malthusian, exactly, exactly. All right, so that is what I have for you today. I just want to come out here real quick and do this because it really creeped me out. I got a very negative vibe from this. I gotta tell you, evil, evil World Economic Forum. I mean, let me see if it comes up again. I know it's showing. Oh. Anyways, thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you all have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. All right, take care. Bye bye.